Today our topic is factor x squared plus bx plus c. So our learning target is how can I factor trinomials in the form of x squared plus bx plus c. Key terms, factored form polynomial equation. Again, this is from last time, but this is a factor times another factor equals your product. So factors are things that we multiply together in order to get a product. A binomial is a two-term polynomial. So an example of that would be 2x plus 3. Two terms, adding them together. Trinomial is a three-term polynomial. That's what we're going to be working with a lot today. So an example of that would be x squared plus 7x minus 3. Three different terms being added or subtracted together. Example 1, we're just going to jump right in. Factor x squared plus 11x plus 18. So we are going to use kind of the backwards box method. We use the box for multiplying. So now we're going to kind of do that backwards with factoring. So for our box, we're going to start with putting x squared in this top box and the last term 18 right here in this bottom box. Now we need the factors. Okay? Factors of x squared are x times x. That's the only way to get x squared that we want. So we're going to say x and x. X times x gives us x squared. So when we do that box method multiplying, x times x equals x squared. Now we need to know what numbers multiply to 18. However, they need to add to 11x. That's going to be the kicker. So they're going to multiply to 18, but they're also going to complete the diagonal right here. They're going to complete this box and this box. So factors of 18 would be 1 times 18. 2 times 9, and 3 times 6. Pick the set of factors that would make 11. Well, 1 plus 18 would be 19. 2 plus 9 would be 11. 3 plus 6 would be 9. So this is our pair. So then up here, we're going to put plus 2 and plus 9. Now let's finish the box. Make sure it works. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. X times 9 is 9x, and 9 times 2 is 18. When we did the box multiplication, x squared came down. Add up your diagonal. 2x plus 9x is 11x. Nice. And then 18. So it matches. However, we did want to factor it. We did want to write it in factored form. So right here on the sides of our box, those are our factors. So we write x plus 9 times x plus 2. And that's our answer. Let's try another example. Factor x squared minus 6x plus 8. X squared goes in this box. 8 goes in this box. Factors of x squared. X times x. So we put an x here and an x there. Now we need our factors of 8. 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. However, these need to add to negative 6. So if we're going to get a negative number, both of our factors need to be negative because 8 here is positive. Negative 1 times negative 8 equals positive 8, but negative 1 plus negative 8 is negative 9. So that's not going to work. Let's try negative 2 times negative 4 equals positive 8. And negative 2 plus negative 4 equals negative 6. We have our winner. So up here we're going to put negative 2 and negative 4. Complete the box. Make sure it works. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. X times negative 4 is negative 4x, and negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. X squared comes down. Add up your diagonal. Negative 2x plus negative 4 is negative 6x, plus 8. It matches, so now write out those factors. X minus 4 times x minus 2. Another example. Factor x squared plus 2x minus 15. Again, x squared comes into this box. Negative 15 comes here. Factors of x squared, x times x. So we put an x there and an x there. Factors of negative 15. This means one's going to be positive, one's going to be negative. Positive 1 times negative 15. Negative 1 times positive 15. You can also have 3 times negative 5 or negative 3 times positive 5. Pick the combination that makes that middle pair. We need to make 2x. Well, the ones with 15 are going to be too big. They're not going to work. So let's focus here. 3 minus 5 is negative 2, and negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2. We want positive 2, so we're picking this pair right here. Negative 3 and positive 5. Complete the box. Make sure it works. X times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. And positive 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. All right, so let's write out our polynomial. X squared. Add up your diagonals. 5x plus negative 3x is 2x. And then we have our negative 15. It matches our original one, so now we're factoring, so we need to write those factors out. X minus 3 times x plus 5. And there you have it. There are our factors. One last example. Now this one's just a little different. Find the solutions by factoring this equation. So the solutions or roots is when the equation equals 0. So the first thing we need to do is move that 18 over to the other side to make it equal to 0. So we have x squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. Now we want to factor this piece. So we're going to factor it the same way we did the other ones. X squared goes in the first box. And then our whole number, negative 18, goes in the last box. So we need those factors. Factors of x squared is x times x. So we're going to put an x here and an x there. Now factors of negative 18 would be 1 and negative 18, or negative 1 and positive 18. We could have 2 and negative 9, or negative 2 and positive 9, or we could have 3 and negative 6, or negative 3 and positive 6. All right, so we have to pick the pair that would make 3x. Which pair is going to make 3x? Well, it's not the 1s and 18s. 2s and 9s would make 7, or negative 7, so that's not right. 3 and negative 6, 3 minus 6 would be negative 3. We don't want negative 3, we want positive 3. So we're going to take negative 3 and 6, because negative 3 plus 6 equals 3. Those are our factors. Negative 3 goes here, positive 6 goes there. Finish your box. Make sure it's correct. X times x is x squared. X times 6 is 6x. Now for the bottom row, negative 3 times x is negative 3x, and negative 3 times positive 6 is negative 18. Add up that diagonal. X squared comes down, plus 6x minus 3x is 3x minus 18. So we are correct. Our factoring is good. But now we wanted to find the zeros, the roots. So we write out our factors, which was x minus 3 times x plus 6 equals 0. We're using that zero product property, which tells us that each factor must equal 0. So x minus 3 equals 0, or x plus 6 equals 0. Add 3 to both sides. We get x equals 3. And then subtract 6 from both sides. We get x equals -6. So our two solutions are 3 and -6. That's all the notes that I have for you today. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.